Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. I'm so happy that you're here. I am going to just jump right into a weekly update, weekly spread for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign, and that can be your sun sign, your moon, your rising. So anywhere that you might see a Scorpio in your birth chart, this reading might fit for you. So please just adjust as you need to. Don't make anything fit that doesn't fit for you. I am using the Marchetti Tarot tonight for the main tarot cards. And I'm going to split this 3 ways for you, Scorpio. Scorpio is one of the fiery water signs. So they have that stinging tail, and they definitely don't mess around, but they're definitely emotional, and they're deep, and they're fixed water. So very stubborn, very set in their ways. Takes them a long time to sometimes adjust to the new. And that's just a part of the traits. I mean, everything that we are can always be worked on and changed. It just sometimes takes a little longer for others. We're doing a 3-card spread for this weekly update. I'm going to look for your hopes, your dreams, and your fears, Scorpio. So what are you hoping for? What do you hope happens, Scorpio? What are you hoping for? Let's see. 10 of Wands, the end of a tough cycle. What are you dreaming about? The 5 of Swords, conflict, verbal escalation. What are you fearing? You fear the King of Swords. Interesting. What about at the bottom of the deck? We have the 8 of Cups. So we are walking away from things that no longer serve us, Scorpio. In your hopes category is the 10 of Wands. And this is inspired action, the end of a very rough, painful, treacherous, burdensome cycle. This is literally back-breaking energy. This is, and why this is showing up in your hopes category, let me just get to that here in a second. This is back-breaking energy. This is burdensome. This is, the burdens are just overwhelming. The 10 is the culmination of the pip cards. They call those the ace through the 10. Those are pip cards. This is the culmination. So we've reached the culmination point of the wand energy, and it is just way too much. All of these fiery wands are in this one person's back. So it's back breaking, it's betrayal, it's being stabbed in the back, it's being purposefully maligned. And this is in your hopes category. So where I'm really turning all of those energies around on their head and saying that new life is before you, new path is before you, a burdensome free. And we don't get to go through life skipping without any kind of struggles or challenges. But whatever this cycle was, it's over. So you're hoping for it to be over. And it is. It will be. So you're hoping that this painful, burdensome cycle has come to a conclusion, and it has. And that's your hope. Your hope is being realized. The 10 of Wands is over. It's over. The burdens, you're being able to pull these out one by one and release them. Essentially, then you go back to the Ace of Wands, which is brand new, inspired action. So get ready, Scorpio, for that, because that is on its way to you. I really do believe that because this ended, because your hope was for it to end, the end of this cycle, the new inspired action is on its way. And then another painful card in your dreams category. And because 5 of Swords is conflict, it's change, it's confrontation, it's a verbal exchange back and forth confrontationally. And it can definitely be heated, it can be unkind. Swords are emotionless, they're definitely mental. And so it's keen, the eagle eye focus. I know exactly what I can say to hurt you. I know exactly what you're going to say to me that will hurt me. And it's using those words and those communications to purposefully malign the other. Very similar to wands here, 10 of wands, except this is in the communication realm. And so where this is in your dreams, Scorpio. So what I think you're dreaming about, because we're flipping this into the positive angle, we're flipping 5 of swords into the positive reflection, which would be a positive confrontation, a positive communication, a heartfelt emotional conversation where it's been, time has passed and it's time for us to talk. It's time for us to have that conversation. I think that where 5 of swords upright is conflict oriented, etc., I think when we're talking about something positive like our dreams, I think we need to read this in the opposite direction. And it's all about positive communications, uplifting conversations, definitely not coming at somebody from the worst possible way of knowing what words to say to hurt them. I think in this instance, we're dreaming about somebody coming to us to heal, somebody coming to us to uplift, to encourage, to lift our load to a positive. So to help us not hurt. That's what we're dreaming about. What are we fearing? We're fearing the King of Swords. I think that's a good fear to have because the King of Swords is cutting. He's can be diplomatic and emotionless. Again, we're dealing with more swords. So there's no emotions here. There's just mental strategy, diplomacy. It could be a lawyer. This could be a counselor. This is somebody wise, somebody learned, somebody knowledgeable, somebody that is very much in their mind space. They don't really pull emotions into situations. In fact, they rarely do. So where he's in our fear category, we're afraid. We could be afraid of speaking our truth. We could be afraid of adopting this King of Swords energy, which it would be to say what needs to be said with really no fear of how it lands because it needs to be said. So speaking your truth, speaking out loud, using your throat chakra. I speak truth. I speak my whatever's on my mind, and I'm using my communicative style for the better of the intended group or audience. So in your fears category, I really feel that it's coming across as Scorpio. I think that you're afraid to communicate your real, true feelings. You're afraid of how that will land. You're afraid of the repercussions. You're afraid. This is a fear of yours, is to be in this mastery king of your sword suit, because you are an emotional water sign with that little bit of fire. And so this sword energy it almost feels alien. And we're always afraid of what we don't understand. I'm not going to speak for all Scorpios, but I am a Scorpio. And I think that speaking the truth, the real, true truth, I think there's a fear of that for the repercussions, for what it will bring, the outlash. But what ends up happening if you don't speak your truth? If you don't speak it outwardly, it will come out sideways. It'll come out in other ways. It'll come out in ways that you don't intend, or you didn't intend, or that you'll regret later. So anyway, I won't beat this belabor this any longer. Fearing King of Swords, speaking truth. in the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups, which, as I alluded to earlier, it's all about walking away. It's cup energy, it's water energy, so it's your realm, Scorpio, but it is about just getting away from things that no longer serve you. Understanding that you've poured into cups that no longer pour into you. It has become a very one-sided arrangement, and you are understanding that, and you're taking whatever it is that you need to take, and you're swimming away, sailing away, walking away from something that no longer serves you in order to walk or swim or get away to something that does. So it is a positive card in the aspect of we're not turning our backs all the way, we're also turning towards something else. I'm going to finish with a couple of oracle cards for you. These are the Mystic Manifesting Oracle cards, and I'll shuffle a couple of times and pull out 2 cards for you, Scorpio. I hope that something here in this message tonight served you or spoke to you, gave you some sort of an insight, understanding into yourself or others. Just 2 oracle cards for Scorpio. Vantage point. Ask Spirit to give you clarity so you can change your perspective. The affirmation, I see my path clearly. Beautiful. Shared journey. Honor your transformation while being open to others on the path. The affirmation, together we make magic. It's absolutely beautiful. Scorpio, if this was your message or if there's something that you gleaned from this message tonight, I do ask that you leave it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Please be blessed. Namaste.